slower. Stay off the road.
Yeah, and the other way to avoid it is not get on the road. I want to go back to the grocery store because I saw a tweet that you sent out last night.
Yeah.
Lots of bread on the aisles.
We went to the grocery store. We just had to.
Yeah.
And went through the bread aisle just to see. Because I came from Nashville, and it was just mass hysteria every time there was a flake in the forecast. Just bread and milk. Everybody eating milk sandwiches, apparently. Full bread aisle yesterday. I was very proud of North Carolinians because
they probably have a lot left over from the last one. You know, bread freezes pretty well. So.
It does. So yeah, if you don't use it today, we stocked up on something else. Just another tweet about that. We do have some rain on the radar right now. This is going to transition to snow. That first wave of moisture, though, is falling in the form of some very cold sprinkles right now from southern Durham, Orange counties, and back down to the south into Chatham County, just edging into Lee County and Moore County as well. And then there's the transition to snow. Any amount of rain, if it lasts a little bit longer, that's going to eat into our potential snow accumulations. The National Weather Service is saying 5 inches of snow in Raleigh. I'm not going quite that high for Raleigh itself. A little more as you head to the northwest, though, because I think that transition is going to happen pretty quickly here. You see a very narrow little line of pink. That's the rain and snow mixed together, maybe a couple sleet pellets, too. But it's going to be just a switchover that happens all of a sudden from rain to snow, and it's moving in from the west. Very light stuff initially. The first wave evaporating as it moves in, but as the system is emerging from the mountains, it's going to be grabbing some moisture and sending it up across central North Carolina. So we're going to see the radar looking much more impressive as we head just through the next few hours. And that rain and snow is going to be moving into the triangle. Futurecast has a pretty good handle on what things are going to look like as we head through the day with that snow intensifying. You see that dark blue. That's snow that's going to be falling at the rate of a ½ an inch or so per hour. And once that falls over several hours, you're talking about some significant snowfall. Continues to move to the east. By noon, you may still be waiting on the snow, or at least a rain-snow mix, to arrive in Sampson County and Wayne County as well, maybe even parts of Edgecombe and Wilson counties. But in general, we're going to be seeing snow across all of central North Carolina as we head into the afternoon and even continuing into early evening. So it's moving in a little slower than we thought, but it's going to last longer than what we initially thought. And that means those snow totals have been going up and up with every new batch of data that we get. It does look like things are going to wind down from west to east as we head through the evening hours, completely moving off of the coastal plain as we head through tonight. And we'll even see decreasing clouds after midnight with very cold temperatures on the way by tomorrow morning. The various forecast models we use, the numbers are still all over the place. Why can't they just come together on one number that they agree on? Well, they do the math in the atmosphere a little bit differently, and they use different ways to kind of set up. So some of them saying more than 6 inches of snow for RDU, some saying a little bit less than 4 inches of snow. I tend towards the slightly lower numbers because these don't include any melting, any rain as it begins, any settling of that snow as it starts to add up. But it's still a significant snow event. Here's the updated map of what we expect. Farther to the south and east, this is where you have the winter weather advisory. This is where you're not going to get as much, but still an inch or two of snow, even if it waits longer to arrive, that's going to mess up the roads by this afternoon into this evening. And it quickly ramps up into the 2 to 3 inch range from Harnett County into Johnston County. Same thing for Wilson County, most of Nash County, and that 3 to 5 inch range in purple from the triangle to the north and west. And I put 5+ because there's going to be somewhere in here that hits the snow jackpot and gets up to 6 inches of total snow accumulation. This is going to continue throughout the day. Right now, we're just waiting for it to arrive. Temperature stands at 35 degrees right now, but as that rain and snow moves in, as some of it evaporates, it'll cool us down to around freezing, and we'll hover at or below freezing most of the day. Tomorrow, we start off in the mid-teens. We only warm up to the upper 30s, but with lots of sunshine, it should put a dent in the snowpack. And then we just get rid of it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with temperatures warming up to above average levels as we head into the weekend and early next week, which will be well earned after what we are going to see over the next 24 hours or so. But we're still kind of in wait-and-see mode here.